Did you ever do a sound test on the stream?
We did that last night.
Yep, you said you were going to do another one, so I didn't know if you were doing another
Well,
one.
I'm checking the levels, and I'm about to check it on the stream now.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna be able to see Discord. That's why I was hoping to have someone else be able to moderate. While I'm doing everything else.
I mean, I don't think there's much to actually moderate. Not yet.
Yeah. Okay, we are streaming. I'm just waiting for it to catch up so I can hear whether or not sound's working. Can you say something? So can you say something, Hayden?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I got kicked off the stage. Was that me or somebody else?
I don't know. I didn't even see you get kicked off. I was watching the Discord. Or I mean the Twitch.
I think the sound's okay.
I don't know about that.
Why?
On Twitch, I can hear me, but I can't hear you at all.
Why? I can hear me.
That could be my sound settings because I have mine set for like a bass boost.
Well, I don't think there's very much bass in my voice.
No, I just thought about that. I was like, oh, yeah, it's probably picking up mine a lot better with a bass boost.
Well, it would be helpful if we had someone else check. I mean, I think it sounds fine on my side. I'll keep testing.
Let me check it on my phone. That has more stabilized sound.
Testing, check, 1, 2, 3. I can hear myself.
Do another sound check.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I would lower the in-game music though, because that's kind of going over you a little bit.
Alright. How about now?
Say something again.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, yeah, that's a lot better.
Okay. Hi, Vivi. Hi, Hannah. Kingdom Hearts. So you think we're good on sound?
Yeah, sound seemed good.
Okay.
Oh, whoops, I forgot to update my macro.
Oh. Well, we're... Oh, okay, that's just you talking. Okay.
Yeah, that's just...
Well, you're going ahead of it. 'Cause I haven't started yet.
No, I know. I just like to spew that out in the beginning so people can get the links if anybody isn't in.
Okay. Alright, baby. Where did you get the eating emote? Okay, Ishgard Restoration. I haven't made it very far in that yet. I do have the tombstone emote. Okay, so it is almost time. If y'all can just decide where you want to be, and you don't have to sit if you don't want to. You can stand at the back if you want. It's up to you, whatever you feel more comfortable doing. And we will get started. So, okay, welcome to anyone watching on Twitch or anyone watching this later, everyone in Discord and here in the game. Thank you for coming. This is our second service here in Final Fantasy, and it is kind of a practice service, so have some patience with us as we iron out all of the kinks before our official launch. And for those of you watching on Twitch or those of you new to our community, we are a part of VR MMO Church, which is a real church that started in virtual reality in 2016. And our vision is to cultivate a loving spiritual communities across the metaverse. And we believe that church can happen anytime and anywhere. And Jesus says in Matthew 18:20 that for where 2 or 3 gather together in my name, I'm there with them. And that means that church isn't a physical building that you go to on Sundays, or in our case, Saturdays, for an hour or so and then go on your way about your lives for the rest of the week. It's a community of people gathered together, worshiping God together, serving God together, and doing life together. And what we're creating here is a different kind of church than what you would normally see. Our gatherings will be different. We won't just drone out long sermons to an audience of listeners. We want these to be casual, participatory lessons with questions and discussions. And then afterwards, we play together. And there will be some ground rules for everyone, though. Be nice, be respectful, don't interrupt or talk over others, and no hate speech of any kind. Everything that we're doing here, the mission of creating a loving spiritual community, the ground rules for how we treat each other, it all comes down to our love for one another. And it starts with each and every one of us individually in our own hearts. We each have a part to play in cultivating this loving spiritual community. So last week, during our first soft launch service, I had talked about how we as the church may or may not be reflecting God's character to each other. In John 13:35, Jesus made the conditional statement, "By this everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another." So in other words, he's saying that if we don't love each other, we're not reflecting who he really is. And I don't know what kind of background you come from. Some of you or someone you love may have been hurt by someone in the church, and maybe even in the name of Jesus. And if you have been, I'm so very sorry that happened to you. That's not how it's supposed to be. And when you receive or witness hate coming from someone claiming to be speaking in the name of Jesus, what comes out of it is a skewed misrepresentation of his character to the world. And even in our own minds, we can be afraid of him. We tend not to trust that he cares about us or has our best interests at heart. And we can even see him as hateful and angry and vengeful. And the good news is that even though we as flawed, imperfect humans keep messing up, that's not who God is. We don't have to be afraid of him, and we can trust him to do what's right and what's best. And if that's the case, then how can we rightly reflect his character if we don't even understand his character ourselves? So starting today and for the next few services, I'm going to spend some time reintroducing you to God's true character. And what a better way to study God's character than through his son Jesus. In John 14:7, Jesus says, "If you had really known me, you would know who my Father is. From now on, you do know him and have seen him." And that means that if we study the words in the life of Jesus, we'll come to a better understanding of God's character. So back in Jesus' day, an established religious organization ruled the Jewish society. And that religious organization in and of itself wasn't the problem. And most of the people of the Jewish faith were respectable and kind people. But just like today, where some Christians give Christians a bad name, there were some Pharisees and other religious leaders of their day who gave their religion and their organization and even their people a bad name. And they specifically were the people that kept butting heads with Jesus. They had a lot of power, and they were in love with that power and the control that they had over others. And the masses loved Jesus and were following him everywhere, listening to his teachings. So these religious rulers hated Jesus because he threatened their authority and their power over the people. And they hated him so much that they wanted him dead. But they couldn't just kill him, because then they would be breaking one of the commandments. And they were intent on following the letter of the law. So they were always trying to trap him into doing something or saying something that could justify them legally having him killed. And Matthew 22:37 through 40 tells the story of one of these leaders coming to Jesus to test him, asking him which commandment's the greatest. And in our day, we would traditionally take this to mean that they're asking which of the 10 commandments is the greatest. But instead of listing off one of the 10 commandments, Jesus said, "You must love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and all of your intelligence. This is the first and greatest commandment. A second is equally important. Love your neighbor as yourself. The entire law and all of the demands of the prophets are based on these 2 commandments." He's specifically quoting and referencing God's commands to Israel in the Torah. There were many other commandments in the Torah, or what we would call the books of the law in the Old Testament, besides just those 10 that we're the most familiar with today. One of those that he quoted was in Deuteronomy 6:4 through 5, and that says, "Listen, people of Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is the only God. You must love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your strength. Always remember these commands that I give you today." And then the other one that he's quoting is found in Leviticus 19:18, and that one says, "Forget about the wrong things people do to you. Don't try to get even. Love your neighbor as yourself. I am the Lord." And his response is brilliant because he's speaking to them in their own language, the language of the law. And yet at the same time, he's calling out the fundamental source of the problem that he has with those specific religious rulers. They had lost sight of the heart of the matter, and the whole reason all of those laws were in existence in the first place. And the funny thing is that many in the church today are behaving just like those religious leaders in Jesus' day, and they don't even see it. We've lost sight of the heart of the matter. So then, if the entire law and all of the commands are based on the premise of love, we need to look at the 10 Commandments and all the commands of the Torah through this lens. Today we often look at them as legalistic list of rules that we can use to cast judgment on each other and make ourselves look righteous and feel better when we follow them. But it wasn't always that way, and it was never intended to be that way. The heart of these commandments is love. So if we just take a look at the 10 Commandments that we're the most familiar with today, the first 2 commandments are about loving God. And the first one says, I am the Lord your God, who in my great love and faithfulness to you rescued you out of slavery. So please reciprocate that love by not worshiping any other gods. And the second one saying, don't take the name of the Lord your God in vain. And we've simplified this translation to make it about bad words, but that's completely diminishing what it's saying. The original Hebrew word here for take is nasa, which means to carry or bear or to receive or accept. And the original Hebrew word here for in vain is shav, which means in deception or falsehood. So it's about ambassadorship. And when we accept him as our Lord and God, we become a part of his family and thus take on his name as our family name. So in other words, the literal translation of this commandment is saying, don't accept my name as your own and then do or say things that misrepresent my character. Because not only does that hurt me, it hurts everyone you're deceiving by doing so. So the first 2 commandments are about loving God. And the third commandment is about loving God and loving yourself. Remember to keep holy the Lord's day. It's about spending time with God and resting yourself for the week ahead. And doing that every week to keep yourself refreshed and to maintain and build your loving relationship with God. And also remember back to that great command of loving your neighbor as yourself. You can't learn to love your neighbor as yourself if you don't even know how to love yourself. And all of the rest of the 10 Commandments are about loving others, treating your parents with honor, don't take anyone's life, don't cheat on your spouse or with someone else's spouse, and don't steal from others, and don't lie about others or falsely accuse them of wrongdoing, and don't envy what others have, such as their spouse or their possessions. And when we look at these commandments in the light of love instead of legalism, that changes everything. So stop and think about that for a moment. How does that change your understanding? And I do want to open it up to let other people talk if they want to give feedback on that. Did anyone have anything to say there of how does this change how you think about these things? And that's okay if you don't have anything to say. For me personally, all of that legalism and everything that I was taught growing up just got flipped on its head. So then, if Jesus is saying that the greatest command is to love, and Jesus reflects who God is, what does that say about God's character? It means that God loves us a lot. And when you love someone, you want them to get along with all the other people you love. And when they don't, it hurts your heart. John 3:16 is one of the most referenced passages in all of Scripture. And it says, "For God loved the world so much that he gave his only Son, so that everyone who believes in him may not die, but have eternal life." But most people stop reading there and don't go any further. If you do keep reading, you'll see that John 3:17 says, "For God did not send his Son into the world to be its judge, but to be its Savior." And that doesn't sound like a hateful, angry, and vengeful God who doesn't care about us or have our best interests at heart. That sounds like the exact opposite to me. As a matter of fact, Jesus was pretty vocal about not judging others. In Matthew 7:1, he very clearly and definitively says, "Do not judge others, so that God will not judge you." One of the greatest themes throughout the entire Bible and punctuated in the New Testament is God's love for us and how he wants us to love each other. So in 1 John 4, 7 through 8, the Apostle John, who spent a lot of time hanging around Jesus and being mentored by him, says, "Beloved, let us love one another, for love is from God, and whoever loves has been born of God and knows God. Anyone who does not love does not know God, because God is love." And remember back to what I said earlier about taking on his name as our own. If we accept him as our Lord and our God, we're a part of his family. And if we are truly a part of his family, it should show in how we love each other, because he loves us. And because our identity has changed, we should be reflecting love. And since we're trying to come to a better understanding of God's character, I don't want you to miss that this is not only saying that God loves us, it's saying that God is love. So then if God is love, then what is love, really? In 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 7, Paul describes it this way. Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It does not demand its own way. It is not irritable, and it keeps no record of being wronged. It does not rejoice about injustice, but rejoices whenever the truth wins out. Love never gives up, never loses faith, is always hopeful, and endures through every circumstance. So in our next service, which is the third Saturday of next month, we'll dig into this definition of love in more detail. So until then, think on what you've heard today and on the concept of us being ambassadors that carry God's name. Our identity is not in our gender or what we do for a living or what we've done in the past. Our identity is in who loves us. And God loves us more than we could ever hope or imagine. And our goal here at MMO Church is to help you finally get that in your hearts. That's where the true change for the better will come. And that's how we'll be able to cultivate a loving spiritual community wherever we are, including the metaverse. Hayden, did you have anything to say?
No, I'm just playing hardcore catch up.
In the chat.
Yeah, things went wrong, but I got it under control.
Oh, okay. So some of the ways that we work to build community are to hang out in Discord voice and chat whether we're in game or not. So if you're in our Discord or our cross-world link shell, we can ping each other when we need help with some content or if someone's available, and we'll all hop in and help. And we also have weekly scheduled play sessions. So one of those is on Thursdays. It's in the morning at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and we decide on what to do based on who shows up. And then on Saturdays, right after these meetings, we have a little bit more structured. So last week we had Sprout session. This week we're having raids. Sometimes we'll have mount farming and so forth. And as I mentioned earlier, we are just getting started here, and when we have our official launch, we're going to need people to help. So if you'd like to officially volunteer, we're going to need help running our services. For example, we need hosts to help people find us in the house, and we need chat typists to post the notes and say, like you're seeing now, and then some other things that I don't want to spend a bunch of time listing off. But we also want people to have enough, we want to have enough people so that you don't have to do this every service and you're not getting burned out. So if you would like to sign up to help, anyone, if you're watching on Twitch or here in game or whatever, if you would like to sign up, you can submit a ticket in our Discord in the tickets channel. It's under the information section. And also, if you have any prayer requests, we have a prayer request channel in the Discord, or you can type it in chat in Twitch or in game and say, or you can post it in our fellowship or in our cross-world link shell, because we want to pray for each other. And with that, I will close out our formal service in prayer. Father, thank you so much for every single person who's here today and who's watching and who will watch this in the future in our recording. thank you for each of them. You love each and every one of them. Please move in their hearts and let these words sink in, Father. Let them know that you love them so much more than they could ever imagine. Let them feel that in their lives as they go about their lives. Know that we all have stuff going on. We all have difficult things going on right now, Father. We need to remember that you love us and you are for us, not against us. And you want what's best for us because you love us. Please help that sink in. And please bless everyone and meet them where they are. Whether they're watching this later or now, as we're speaking, Father. Please bless everyone and bless them throughout their week. In Jesus' name, amen. And so we are going to get ready to go ahead and switch over to the live HD voice channel in Discord and continue hanging out there if you want to for the rest of the stream. And thanks, UV. And you can ask questions, feel free, because everyone will be able to talk in there. If you're comfortable talking, or if you're more comfortable just staying on mute over in that channel, still feel free to join us over there and listen in and hang out with us for Raid Saturday. And so raids, it's level 50 or higher. If you finished a Realm Reborn main story progression, you're invited to join us as we run our 24 player alliance raids. And if you haven't, you can still feel free to hang out and listen and watch our gameplay on Twitch. So I'm gonna start switching over. Hey, Phoebe.
Hi, don't forget giveaway.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let me see if I can move Hayden over. Can you just drag? Oh, you can. Okay. Hayden, we're about to do a giveaway. Can you put that in, say... Hello, Kingdom Hearts. You're welcome to stay on mute if you don't want to talk or anything. Hello.
Hey.
And
Howdy.
hello. How do I end the stage? I'm gonna try to end stage. Hold on. Okay.
Sorry?
Alright. Alright, so there is a giveaway. Phoebe wants to do a giveaway.
I don't know if Chris wants to participate in this, but it would be easiest if he was inside the basement.
Is he here?
What are you giving away?
A cheer set and adult.
Adult emote.
I already have the Doe emote, so go ahead.
Do you have the cheer
Go.
set? I got two.
I don't know which set the cheer set is, actually.
That's the where they have the glow sticks in their hand. 3 different colors.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have that one. I'll go ahead
I
and...
have both, so.
Well, you can still use it for your alts if you have any alts if you want to give them to.
Okay.
Lock it in. Lock it in.
I passed it.
Uh-huh. Sorry, I just got off work and speeding all the way home trying to get here on time.
Well, welcome back from work. I hope it was good.
Yeah.
It was absolutely boring. There was nothing to do.
What is your new job?
Delivering car parts to businesses. and I had like 6 deliveries in 6 hours, so I was basically sitting around doing nothing most of the day.
That sounds awesome. Can I work with
Yeah,
that?
yeah, true, but I was bored, nothing to do.
Yeah, I've had jobs like that before. So is that the one that you're doing right now, Vivi, is the one you're giving away?
There's 3 of them. So yeah, there's this one,
Oh, so it's
this
a group of them.
one,
Oh, okay.
and then this one.
Is it server?
One of the
Well-
few emotes I don't have.
So how's everyone doing?
Good.
Okay.
Good.
Just had a good, thought-provoking service.
Ah,
I'm glad it was. I'm glad it was helpful.
I didn't have my thoughts together when you opened the floor, but I think what he means by not taking his name in vain kind of also ties into people will know you by your fruits. So if you
Yeah.
produce good fruits, people's like, the living God is their God,
Yeah.
and it results in him getting glorious or because of it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a
I'm
good
here.
point.
Welcome here. Ha 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 ha. Bad joke.
Yeah, that was bad.
Okay, I got done little macro. Keep an eye on the text.
Okay. So are we? So we're just watching the text?
Yeah,
Okay.
just drop a random on Go.
Oh, I forgot. Is it /random?
Oh man, that's low. That's good though. Wait, do you have the cheer? Oh wait, that's the dote.
That's dope. I already got dope.
Oh no!
Oh,
I'm
what
about
are
to
we?
push Coco off a
Wait,
cliff.
what are we rolling? What are we
You're
rolling
in-
for right now?
Oh, so
Both of
from
them.
what what is it? Highest person gets the cheer set. Lowest person gets the dote. You
Oh,
can
okay.
trade if you wanna try that
Nah,
instead. you know?
second lowest can get the second lowest can have the dope emote. It's fine.
Well, I think Kingdom, you said you already have dote. Well, you both have dotes, right?
I
So just
don't
whether
have
or not
that,
you
actually.
wanna give it to an alt or something.
You can have dope. It's fine.
Well, you can dish it out amongst yourselves.
So did I win the roll again? I don't know what the deal is
Yes.
in this
Yes.
game.
You won the
Yes.
roll.
It's
So,
Yojimbo
I
all
won-
over
You get the
again.
cheer set.
But I won last week, so should I like bow out and let someone else
Do
win
whatever
this week?
you want.
I think I won. I won last week, right? So can we just let Hayden have it then?
Take your glow sticks.
Yeah.
Do you want them, Hayden?
No need y'all's pity.
Nah, I'm not too concerned with them.
Yeah.
All right.
And then who is the one taking the dope?
Kingdom can have them.
Kingdom. Okay.
Alright, I'll take the dope.
I'm gonna go send them in as a DM message because it's a code.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
You're being very
Much
generous.
appreciated.
Mm. The one time rolling low is a benefit, and it's for something I already have.
No.
Womp womp.
Yeah, that
At
was
least
like a
you
really.
didn't roll a 900 and still get beat.
Yeah, I know, right? It's true. 10% chance of getting beat, and you got beat. Ooh.
Maybe it's all the tenacity I have. I have a lot of tenacity experience materia on right now.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, what was your excuse when you beat me out for that Yojimbo set?
I've been playing less time than you, and you've had longer to go play and get it. I don't know.
Okay, I see what you did there.
She's saying you're lazy.
I know, right?
So, I guess we're doing raids, right?
No, I'm not level 80 yet.
I'm not gonna be a tank in a raid.
Alrighty, so you two check your DMs. You should have the code now.
Thank you.
Which raid are we doing?
I figured roulette unless somebody has one they need to do specifically.
I'm fine with roulettes. But hold on, I'll be right back. I need toilet.
Yeah,
You
we
need
can all
toilet?
we can
Okay.
all take a break. Raids take forever, so. Yeah,
There's a
I'll
chance we
take
might get the Rabbit Astra series,
Oh.
isn't there?
quite
The level
probable.
60 raids are the highest. The level 60 raids are the highest ones I've got. So
Okay.
So probably Temple of the Ancients, since I don't have much unlocked.
Oh, do I have the level 60 raids? Which ones are
Level
those?
60 raids are the Void Ark, Dunscaith, and Lost City of Weeping City of Bach.
So I might switch to my main character to play, because I've got Void Ark unlocked on that one, but not this one. So, and then I've unlocked it, but I've never done it.
On this one?
Because, no, on my main Void Ark. I've got all the other ones, I think, unlocked on that
You
one.
haven't done Void Ark? I thought we did it once for you already.
I don't think so. I think we talked about it.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. But I'll switch to my main.
Is this something that can be unlocked real quick?
Which one? You have to do a series of quests for Void Ark.
Yeah.
So that's a no.
It's in the cloud, Sea of Clouds? I don't remember where it starts.
Is someone leading a party right now? No.
Not yet. But I'm gonna log out and switch.
Because I only have Temple of the Ancients and the Rabbit Astra series unlocked. 24 man.
Temple. Which one is Temple of the Ancients?
The level 51 that they slipped in to Shadowbringers as a requirement.
The Crystal Tower series.
Oh, Crystal Tower
Crystal
series.
Tower.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine,
Okay.
dude. I was just confused.
Apparently so was I.
I'll be right back as well. So
I can't. Turn
Okay,
it down.
I'm back.
Otherwise, he'll turn into a slag heap at some point.
Be right back. Going to do that quest line while we wait.
Alrighty.
Please.
I gotta. Still gotta bake my motherboard.
Haven't done that
You actually
yet.
decided to go with that?
Yeah, might as well. It's not like like I said. Either it worked and my motherboard starts working again, or it doesn't and I'm no worse than I was before.
Yeah, that's kind of the concept with baking the motherboard. It's the last resort.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna check it over and maybe run it through the dishwasher before I do that, but definitely considering it.
Dishwasher.
Yeah, running my motherboard for the dishwasher, cleaning it off.
Alrighty.
Actually,
You
you should take rubbing alcohol and just spray it down.
Okay, I can do that too.
Yeah, you just blast it with rubbing alcohol and then let it sit out and make sure it dries really, really, really good.
Mhm.
Because if it isn't really, really, really dry, it will catch on fire when you plug it in.
Oh yeah,
They
I
need
figured.
sparks and a lot of smoke.
Yep.
And it has the cryo thing.
Can you put the hood down in that one?
No, you can't.
The hood.
And it comes with hair.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. I knew it came with the hair. That's why I was asking if you could put the hood down.
Oh man, I don't think I think I turned off custom emotes. Hold on. I need to fix that. Oh, no, they're on. I don't know why I didn't see them.
What caption program are you using?
It's just a website called Web Captioner.
Oh, interesting.
And it will caption any sound coming through your speakers.
Have y'all heard anything I've been saying for the past couple minutes?
Nope.
Nope.
Discord did something weird, I guess.
Oh, you're who it kicked out. I heard it go.
Oh,
"Ba-dum."
no!
Is that what
Did it
happened?
I guess it did.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard it badunk someone, and I was like, oh, someone got kicked.
What? Why did it do that? Hopefully I'm still streaming. I guess I am. Looks like it.
Let me see. Yep, you're still streaming.
Yeah. I'm wondering why, because I don't have custom emotes filtered out, but I wasn't seeing any of the stuff that Vivi was doing.
Alright, so. Yeah, my dancer's not level 80 yet. But I'm getting there.
Alright, I have dancer.
You can dance if you want to. You can dance all of the time.
Uh-huh.
I had an emote to say that right after Dancer first came out. Because I was playing it like mad and I'd spam it every time I went in a dungeon.
Nice.
Have y'all set up a party?
I think Kingdom Hearts is doing the quest for the raids.
Trying to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, I think we should go in with like 3 dancers and then 1 other DPS and just buff that 1 other DPS.
Yeah, it stacks.
Yeah, it does. And I love it. I love it.
I mean, I could swap to Black Mage. That could.
That
That'd be
new
pretty gross.
everything.
3.
Do y'all want to try it? No? Everyone?
I gotta see that.
So why do I
Actions
keep
and
getting kicked
traits.
from Discord? Did I get
No,
kicked
no.
again?
Yeah.
Is it
Someone
tossing
got
you in
kicked.
there?
I don't know what the deal is. I'm gonna leave Discord and come back. I don't know what the deal is.
Go on. Yeah.
That's a 15% increase.
Yeah. On top of the, you got standard and technical, so it's a 215s, I think? Or no, that's a 15 and a 30.
Nah, it's 15. It would be 15 and 15.
Okay, so 30 total.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Deliverment.
Can you hear
That
me?
one.
Deliverment.
Yeah, that is an extra 20 on top of it.
Oh yeah, that's critical hit and direct hit rate though.
Yeah, that's still more damage. It would,
Yeah.
I guess that makes the black mage part worthless. If you had that on like a mechanist though, it'd be insane.
I don't know. Black mage can. I mean, if they're built right.
Yeah, but the direct hit doesn't help at all. The crit a little bit.
I thought direct hit. No, direct hits is useless for healers.
I thought it was useless for any kind of caster.
No, I don't think so. It's just
Let me
healers.
check.
I think it's just healers. I could be wrong.
Oh no, yeah,
it-
it's physical and magical.
Okay.
Now, who's going as either a tank or healer for this? Since the rest of you guys want to go as DPS.
I think I'm gonna end up tank.
No, you're our other dancer.
I can
You're
heal.
our third dancer.
I'm the only one willing to tank it, so
Well, you don't have to tank it. Like,
Oh,
we're still
well.
gonna be with other people.
I don't care. I'll tank it.
He just wants to tank. All right, I'll heal.
Well, it might actually slow us down in the roulette,
Well,
though.
we're
'cause
losing
there's only
our-
one tank that's needed.
I'll heal.
We're losing our
I'll say-
dancers.
If I get this unlocked in time, I'll come tank.
Oh yeah, you are a tank, aren't you? What part are you on?
The first part. The gun I
Oh.
was looking at had me going backwards, so now I'm finally getting to where I need to be.
Yeah, so do you got to do the fates for it?
There's fates.
Yeah, if you're doing Crystal Tower.
Oh no, Crystal Tower's unlocked already.
Oh, okay.
Completed.
Is
Okay,
the
alright.
Void Ark that you're trying to unlock?
Correct.
Okay.
Since several people mentioned that one.
Isn't there like a glam that's like a really cute scarf that you can get from the like a merchant and the what is it, the airship thing where all the pirates are at?
Yeah, it's like a red bill scarf or something like that.
Does it
It's
cover
like
the
a
base or
red
is
and,
it just like
red and black
around?
checkered scarf. I think you get it as a quest reward at some point, and I'm not sure if you can actually buy it again. If you can, probably from a Calamity Salvager.
I haven't played Dancing.
But I
in a
don't even
while.
know. I don't even know how to re-access that airship. So it's been forever.
You have to walk on the edge of an island and the whatchamacallit thing, a cloud, see a cloud.
Oh, okay.
There's an island with just a random teleport.
I love that.
Sorry about the
Chocoboos.
hold up.
You're fine. Inventory. Character. Cast glamour.
So what is my?
Oh, so we
item
going back to all dancers?
level?
I don't
Oh,
know.
no.
What are we doing? You guys tell me.
I don't know.
I'll tank, I'll dance, I'll heal, whatever.
I'm not high enough to heal, but I
I'll dance on your corpse.
can.
I think I do like the idea. Well, I mean, If we're doing raids, I'd like to level up Dancer, honestly. Pull double duty.
The answer is Bay.
Well, I'm just trying to get everything to 80. And while I do like the answer, I prefer Mechanist.
I believe they're all going to become Mechanist and Walker.
Probably wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, there it is.
Actually, Bard looks like they're giving it some love. Bard's getting some real love.
Where'd you get that one?
Market board.
Huh.
Like 15k. Not that bad.
Oh, I didn't
Anybody
know
want to
that.
eat an apple
Thank you.
that don't have the eat apple emote?
So you type eat apple?
Oh, thanks. I got bread.
You got bread? We want to eat an apple though.
Problem
I
is,
think
the
I
last
have
time-
the apple.
The last time somebody ate an apple, it didn't work out so good.
I have eggs.
You what?
Egg. Egg.
But the
Thank
serpent
you.
deceived me.
Get your butt back here.
No, I have eggs.
No.
I eat my eggs. I got my
We're gonna
protein.
eat
Thank
apple like an emote.
Oh.
Oh, dear.
you. What apple?
Where do you
Apple?
get the
The
bread one?
Void Ark is now accessible.
Oh, okay. Where do you get that anyway?
Market board.
Oh, nice.
Where you get everything.
Just about.
Apple.
Bread.
Eat this apple so you look more like an asshole.
Wow.
Nom,
Sorry.
nom, nom,
It's
nom,
just-
nom, 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 nom.
it's a quote from a YouTube series.
From what?
It's a quote from a YouTube series.
Oh, okay.
I think I've heard that one. I'm pretty sure I know which one you're talking about.
CinemaSins?
Maybe not.
So I've got my
Yeah.
item level on my dancer up to 480. Running
Okay.
Poggleton.
So, how are we doing this? Are we doing a bunch of dancers, or do we need healers and tanks, or what's going on?
Oh, it's just 5 of us, right?
Well, it's
Let's
gonna
make-
be a alliance raid, right?
Yeah.
Just a heads up.
Is it
I'm
a
going in
persistent one?
blind.
No, it's not.
Do you want
Nah,
to
it's not
try
that
doing
bad.
all DPS? See how long it's gonna take to get in a group?
Okay. So, wait, hang on. Are we doing 5 dancers, or we're doing all dancers? Okay.
Drive
Okay.
whoever we get
A
stuck
lot
of
with.
dancers.
Insane.
4 dancers and a black mage. Wow. That's gonna be...
Well,
Can
I honestly kinda
everyone
do wanna
make
level up
the
one of
same
my,
person?
other characters, but if you really want to meme this,
That's gonna be like a 40% damage stack on the...
So you can all make the same person your dance partner?
Yes, you can.
Yes. Yes,
Oh,
you can.
okay.
And both standard and technical step will stack on them.
Ooh.
Sure.
Oh,
I feel like
This
it's
is
not a thing.
this
I'm
is
gonna
gonna
Google
be
that real quick.
unfair. This is gonna be unfair.
Yeah, let's see. If
I don't
Yeah,
think-
let's double check. How about we just test it
We
out?
can test it outside.
Everybody, yeah, let's just test it out. Everybody get in a party.
Yeah, party up.
So who's running the party?
Fine, I will.
I was about
Stop
to
running
start
away, you
inviting
guys.
people.
Okay. Oh,
You
okay.
can't click me.
Walk outside. All right, it's fine.
I like how 6 levels, and you already have like twice my HP. No wonder they have to do a damage squish.
Mhm.
They have to do an everything squish.
I think after Endwalker, they should obliterate everything beforehand, turn it all into a cutscene, and then start a fresh new story and everybody at the same level.
A rumble.
I would disagree.
I think they should reset all the stats, start everybody at like 90, and treat it like a whole new game.
Yeah. Nah, I think that's pushing it.
You honestly think we'll make it that far?
I mean, they already have jump potions. I mean, what more do you want?
I'm just done with all of it.
Where's our black mage?
That's what I was gonna say.
You need to join.
Yeah, wasn't that Hana?
Yeah, it's Hana.
We have 6 people now? I thought we only had 5.
Yeah. We're missing someone.
Hana
And that-
is
yep.
not in here.
Where's Hana?
She's
She,
over
Oh, there
we're
you are.
outside.
Sorry, just standing
We
right
all
next
we
to
all
me.
went outside. Yeah. Okay. Bingo. All right.
Okay,
That's
everybody.
one. That's two.
All right.
Ooh. That's three. Ooh. That's four. Ooh.
It's stacking.
All right.
I told you it stacks.
All right.
All
Everybody do a
right.
standard step real quick.
Yeah, let's do a standard step. Oh, it stacks.
I
Oh,
told
it
you
stacks.
So it did?
Oh, it
Yeah.
stacks.
So how do you...
Oh wait, no, standard step didn't stack.
No,
Esper
I don't
did.
see it. Dan's
Does it?
partner did, but not...
Yeah, I don't think the
Esprit
buff itself, like,
stack.
when they physically put it on there, I don't think it gives the extra boost.
So, like, will the shield stack?
Oh, the shield will stack.
Oops.
I don't see it stacking.
Apparently the shields don't stack. Oh well.
Wow.
It
I
was a nice idea.
swear that used to. I think that came in with the nerf. Because I
Or-
specifically remember when Dancer first came out, they were doing big Dancer parties.
Yeah, I looked at this, and the buff itself does not stack, even though you can see it does. Like, the numbers won't change.
Oh, okay.
Sad day.
Well, boo.
Oh well.
Womp womp.
Alright.
Okay, so pick your favorite class.
I mean, I think it'd still be funny, because the other dancers can buff themselves, other dancers.
Yeah, they can't buff each other.
You can buff each other.
Yep.
Oh, I think that's probably what I saw, was it does stack if, like, you do the cross buff on each other.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that what you're wanting to do, or what?
I mean,
Well,
it'd still
I'm
be
playing
funny.
Dancer because I gotta level it up. So
Let me find a class I need to level.
Well, everything I have is either 80 or under 50, so...
Oh, I know what I need to level. Eh. Let me out of combat.
Gotta go
yeah,
reset the thingy.
someone's gotta reset the thing.
I reset
Okay.
it.
Ooh, scholar.
Yeah.
Boo.
The wannabe scummoner.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't mind scholar. I just after playing all the healers, I just
The more I play Scholar, the more I mind it.
yeah.
So, are we going for a specific thing, or are we doing a roulette?
Didn't someone need...
We're rating. Unless you,
I don't know, just run it. 3, 2, 1, go. Leroy Jenkins.
Wait,
Is
what?
everyone what they want to
Leroy
do?
are we doing roulette?
Let's do roulette first and see what we get, and then we can
Mhm.
run whatever we need to.
Everybody ready?
Yep.
Let's go!
Go ahead.
Yep.
Well, Vivi is level 59, so we're not getting.
Oh no, I'm
so we're-
sorry. Let's stop this. Let's stop it. Just kidding.
What else you got?
Boo, boo, boo. Do I have another level 60 thing?
Ooh, you have Astrologian at 62.
I guess I can heal. I'll
There
be
you go,
good.
Paladin at 64. Oh wait, no, they're doing an alliance, right? That's right.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll be astrologian. It won't be painful. It'll be good.
At least you don't have to do Nocturnal Effect.
Let's do this.
It's gonna be fun on a bun.
Just forewarning, I'm an extremely incapable scholar.
I love it. I love it.
Now, if you see I'm not handing out cards, it's probably just because I forget that cards are a thing.
Yeah.
I'm really bad. Here, I'll practice. What is purple? Do I give that to range or is that combat?
Purple
Well,
is
we're all
range,
range, so it doesn't
blue
matter.
is melee. Purple is range, blue is
There you
melee.
go.
You can give purple. You can give blue to the tank too. Purple is ranged and healers. Blue is tanks and melee.
Oh.
I'm changing red mage to healer HUD.
Oh
Ah.
my goodness gracious. Really?
Echo.
I didn't expect somebody to have the sound on for that.
Yes. Yes. I do want to wipe. It's going to be glorious.
I have some friends that have like they intentionally put bongos on it. And they just spam it.
Yeah, danger bongos.
More than just danger bongos. I mean, at least that I think that makes sense because if you use it properly during a time when people aren't paying attention, just to make sure that they do.
Danger bongos.
Ding 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 ding.
Waiting for when they put in like a klaxon sound. That'd be fun. Awooga, awooga, awooga. Run away. Now. Black mage, get out of your ley lines. You're going to die.
Hey, I have no problem getting out of my ley lines when I have to.
Yeah. You don't, but I've been yelled at by black mages for rescuing them out of ley lines to keep them from dying.
Yeah, you got yelled at for that.
They're like, don't
Rescue
do
them out
that.
and they
And
just
I'm
pour
like,
back to it.
yeah, I know, right?
So
They're like, don't do that. And I'm like, well, then do the mechanics so I don't have to res you.
So if they die, just leave them.
Yeah, well, I wasn't the only one healing, so, Otherwise, I probably would have.
Let someone else heal them.
I'd res them right when the boss.
God, really?
What do we get?
Right when the boss was at nice.
Labyrinth of the Ancients.
Labyrinth of the Ancients. Yes.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
At least I don't have to stress out too much on this one.
Say what?
Yeah, I
If
should
I don't-
respond as my mechanist.
Is this not a
That is level
alliance
50.
raid?
It is alliance raid.
Yeah, at least I don't have to stress out too much about it.
Yeah. This one's an easy one, except for the end,
Oh, alliance speed.
in which everybody dies.
I'm pretty sure I
Yay.
will die.
Hey, Dancer, speed boost.
I did.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I didn't get it.
You were too far back. No, I don't have dance partner yet. Wow, really?
It resets
Make me
it.
your dance partner.
That's level 60.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, it is.
Oh. So I probably don't have a raise yet. Or do I have her heal? No.
Nope. You don't even have her heal. It's level 54.
For cure, I don't have it.
Y'all gonna be dead.
I am.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is the bit with the ooh. This is the bit with the skeletons.
Ah.
Yeah, it is.
That's gonna be fun.
Spooky, scary.
That's gonna be really fun.
Yeah, we don't have a white mage for that either. That's gonna hurt a lot.
You know what that is. Ooh, that really is.
When I did
That's
this with
what-
Shadowbreakers, we were able to just eat the damage from the skeletons.
Yeah, well, if you got If you got good healers, yeah, you can do that. I mean, no offense to Vivi or Hayden, but Ass-
I'm on some kind of debuff. I can't
Yeah,
move.
gonna walk slow.
yeah, you're gonna walk for a little while.
And I don't keep a Thuno on my bar, so.
I
Yeah,
actually
same here. It's just a waste of space. on the
Yeah,
hotbar.
thanks.
actually, no. I think at level 50, Astro actually has better area AOE heals than White Mage.
Yeah, I think they. Yeah, they do.
Yeah. So yeah, we should be okay.
I mean, I'll put a shield out, but it's not gonna help much when the skeletons explode.
I'm missing all my skills.
I should probably dance.
I should probably use my ether flow.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, this should actually do my job.
Oh, that's on me.
Wow.
I just kept going. I wasn't paying attention.
Wow.
Sorry. Man, I don't even have my second level fan ability yet.
Nope.
Man, I don't have my random proc on top of my random proc on top of my random proc. It's like I thought Bard was bad. Wow. Dancer's worse.
So I'm glad I didn't go with Dancer.
They
Do
literally
a
have,
leveling roulette with it. Like, get synced down to like 20 on Dancer, and you're gonna be like, I have like one ability that kind of does some damage sometimes.
well, no, I'm just talking about the random proc. Like, the reason I don't like Bard too much is because it's very random. Dancer's even worse.
Bard isn't random procs if you know what you're doing. Yeah, you can guarantee filling those every fight if you know what you're doing.
What are you talking about?
You got to make sure you're spreading those DOTs out for Bard to work right.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it's not a random proc anymore, it just hits.
Oh, I don't even have hearing walls. Wow.
Nope.
Wow.
And no shield.
Oh my goodness! Thanks for the shields.
And oh yeah, super shields, nice. Go away.
I'm only getting purples.
Bam.
Yikes!
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
saw that coming.
Yeah, that sucks.
I didn't have an ether flow up for it.
Oh.
What a...
Ow. Hannah, where are you? Come back here where the healers are.
Hey!
Did
Thank
you
you.
rescue him?
Gotta love rescue.
I'm always afraid to use it because I'm afraid somebody's gonna think I'm trolling him or something.
Oh, I'm never afraid to use it. I get yelled at all the time for using it.
I don't
Same.
yell at you for using it because I need rescuing all the time.
See, that wasn't so bad.
Like
The
you
Yeah,
second one was.
I have just learned to not believe them when they say it's not so bad because then we get into the boss fight and then they say, "Oh crap, I forgot about this."
yeah,
Yep,
that
yep,
happens
yep.
a lot.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
That does happen a lot.
God of
Like-
Thunder
like-
isn't that bad.
Oh crap, I
well,
forgot.
no. Don't you remember? We completely forgot God of Thunder existed in that raid until we got to it, and we were like,
Oh,
"Oh,
yeah.
no!"
Let's not talk about him.
Yeah, no, really. All right, we're going to the center one. You all know that. I don't need to tell you.
You can tell us
We're on
again.
the
Mom.
map.
We can listen.
Just don't
Uh-oh.
start it.
Oh crap!
Ah,
that
you
that was me.
started it.
wasn't us. It was
Whoop.
Hayden. I'm about to whoop
So
you,
boy.
boy.
what are there mechanics for this thing?
Okay,
Four
on the
pad,
one of
four
the
off.
healers go forward. Yeah, one of the healers go forward.
We can't. There's 4 on the pad now.
No,
So what's
Vivi went
the-
forward.
What's
Okay.
the mechanics here?
We just gotta
Stand.
stand on the pad. 4 on the pad.
Yeah,
But
because
they're out
if
of range.
uh,
Okay.
if any one of the pads is like not completely put on, we can't hit the main boy.
Yeah, you see the blue pad over in Alliance C. We're currently keeping their shield from being up on their Atmos over there.
The only way to win this is with the Manderville Mambo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're
Literally.
bringing Manderville
God.
Mambo off the pad.
I can do that one now.
Can I Manderville Mambo off the pad? Ah, it closed. Never mind.
So we're done. Okay.
Nope. Now we gotta kill ours.
Yeah. C team is B. They tore that thing up.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Can A team be on pad, please?
And we were last. Well, we didn't have one of our
Yeah.
one of our members was an A because Hayden started it too soon.
That wasn't
Well,
my
as long
fault.
as
They
everyone-
ran to A. If they had been auto-ported, they would have went to B because B's in
No,
the
they
center.
wouldn't have. No, they wouldn't have. The autoport goes to A.
Yeah,
it just-
that's the dumb reason why you don't want to start it early.
Yeah, because autoport goes to A.
I thought autoport just went backwards because Japanese text.
No, it goes to A.
Why would they
Nope.
do that?
I don't know.
So I don't. What are those lines that we're just showing?
Alliance
Uh,
A gets to hit first.
Mhm.
Alliance B will next. We'll get the lines, but we're just doing, I think, ads at the moment.
Yeah, basically what happens is that you get tethered by one of the pots and you turn invisible, and then you're able to attack the boss. But
Otherwise,
if
you can only hear ads.
Yeah, but yeah, if you aren't invisible, just kill ads.
I'm a
no,
DPS.
yeah.
Okay, we're about to go
So-
invis.
Yeah, we're about to go invisible.
So
Smack the bad boy.
What do we fight
boss.
now? The boss?
We're fighting the boss, Thanatos.
Yep, big guy. Kill Thanos.
Working on it.
I want that gauntlet.
Look at me. I am the DPS now.
Mwah. Don't knock me back.
C team gets to ride the bench.
Yay.
Hmm.
Give me my stuffs.
Give me that portal.
Run. Go. Ah.
I need to flutter faster.
Wait for me, always. Wait for me.
No, I have to be first.
I'm always the short
How
one in the
is
back.
that?
Wait for me.
How-
The little kid.
How is that? How is that? How are
Is
you
your
going
work-
so fast?
Is it a ninja?
No.
No.
Why'd I use that?
Ah,
Aha.
He was just eager to
Ah,
run away.
aha,
That's all.
No, no! Dang it.
what?
He was second.
I was second.
Ooh, splash in the lava.
Flash lava.
Splash lava.
Mechanist. No wonder.
Lava, lava, lava.
Lava
Give him a
splash.
Give him a splash.
Lava splash. Lava splash.
Where's my
Lava
splash?
splash.
Splash.
That's
Splash.
that's beckon. We're splash. I had splash on here. Never mind.
Lava beacon.
no, right?
Splash.
Alright.
Alright, we're in the far back one.
Yeah, we run straight through the center.
Yep. Alright.
Let's go!
Leroy.
Don't forget the bombs.
There we go. Dance, dance, baby.
Revolution.
Make sure you pull that thing like
Ow.
way over here.
Yeah, pull him a little further. Yeah, like to the edge, because
Oop.
those napalms stuck.
Like that one.
Yeah. Someone needs to start hitting those. The bombs aren't so bad, it's the napalms.
Yeah, they get in the middle. That's when you like.
Yeah.
That happened before.
Other
Where
alliances.
is all your health going?
Bombs.
Because the other alliances aren't taking care of their napalms. Well, like that.
Ah, right
Oh.
in the lava.
A balloon. Is it my birthday?
Hmm. No. Die. There we go. Yeah, they're not taking care of their napalm, so.
Yeah, we got him.
Yeah. Oh, was our guy not dead?
No, he was not.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
My bad.
oops.
Lol.
This fight is a pain in the neck.
I just stand behind the rock.
Yeah, it's not that bad. More sucks for healers because they gotta make sure to keep rigging up because of the floor.
Yeah.
I'd say it sucks most for melee DPS.
No, they just can't damage, and that's not much of anything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it depends on where the rocks go.
True.
If you're like me, that rock's at the edge of the arena because I'm not walking close at all.
Yeah.
Okay. Incoming.
What are these things we get behind these? Oh,
Yeah, hide
Get
behind
behind the comments.
That Iron Giant's gonna take our comet out.
Yay! We're alive. I hate these Iron
Oh.
Giants. They're
Oh.
just annoying.
What is this thing that's on me?
They serve no other purpose than to annoy.
That's a meteor coming down on you.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, you're getting hit in the head.
Okay.
What did you do with the consoles again?
Like
Yeah.
everybody to this meteor.
I'll go over here.
Well, I'm dead. I didn't make it.
Ah, crap.
Dash 2.
Yeah, there was like only one good meteor drop in that one.
Red Mage
So,
slipped off the edge, and
what
then
are-
Black Mage didn't move from their ley lines. That's how it is in my head canon.
Hey,
Can Red Mage even flip at this level?
No.
Yes, they can.
Can,
Yeah, they can.
Oh, flipping, yeah. I did it
Yeah,
into the
flipping.
lava. Yeah.
Whee!
No.
well, I got out of my ley line. I just didn't get behind anything fast enough.
Oh, I didn't want to return to the starting point. B, we're right here. Make sure to tank this thing if you got aggro to tank it near B.
Wait, where'd it go? Oh.
That way we get the extra warning of him returning to the center of the stage for Mega Flare.
I had somebody pull him to the far side of the arena once, and everybody's like, "What are you doing?"
What are you doing? Seriously.
I like
What
it when
are
it
you
happens
doing?
when they like somehow pull them outside of the ring. That's always so funny.
Yeah. Right. Why did I use that attack?
I don't know. Why'd you do that?
I don't know.
I can't believe you've done this.
I know, right?
I don't
Why
actually
you-
even
why-
know
why
what
you-
you did.
I used an AoE attack, like, when I was like on the other side of the arena. It's like that is not gonna hit anything. Okay.
What was the old term they used to use for that? Apples and watermelons?
For what?
His attacks. I think the reds they'd call apples and the greens they'd call watermelons.
Yeah. I
Thank
didn't
you,
know that
Bumble.
actually. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
And someone's dying. Boom. Called it.
At least it's none of us.
Of course
Yeah,
it was
that's
the
true.
bard.
Yeah.
I'm surprised how little sprouts we got this time around.
So I just saw everybody disappeared, and I'm like, where'd everybody go?
We went to safety.
There's nobody left.
Maybe I should move.
Oh, I'm caught.
Yeah, I got you.
I
Don't
had
hit me
to.
with that. Ow, that was a lot of damage. I didn't like that. Run, 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 run.
Yep,
Run,
yep,
run,
yep,
run,
yep,
run.
yep, 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 yep.
Wasted
Hey,
my
sweet.
ver
Oh wait,
whatevers.
that's right. We gotta kill the giants before we run in.
You're just eager to run away from your team, aren't
I
you?
know, right? I
You
know, right?
actually can run in.
Why would
It
I
won't
want to?
hurt
Why
you.
would I want to be associated with you people? Oh yeah, you can run in, but you get burned. I'm not sure you can even attack them. Honestly,
No, you can't do any damage to him.
yeah, that's what I figured.
But after the initial ancient flare or whatever it's called, you can step off the button completely and you won't die anymore.
Nice,
Oh,
Ta-da!
is that
Two
it?
people in our team get all the comms.
brother fuzz.
That was it.
The one time the DPS get most of the comms.
Ah.
I leveled.
Did I level? I did not level. I even ate my food and everything. Yoshi P, you lied to me.
Please look forward to it.
Hey, that's a cool ability.
Which one?
The recitation, I think.
That's
allows,
Scholar.
yeah, allows you to execute Aqua de Lulibum, Sucker, Indomitability.
I just call it Adlo. It's just Adlo.
Yeah, Adlo, Sucker, Indomitability, and Exogitation without consuming resources.
Excogitation. Yeah, but I just call it Excog.
Let me tell you the reason why I hate scholars. Because they read books and I can't read.
The reason I hate scholars is they're just kind of mediocre at best. Yeah, that one's a good one. Use recitation and then use deployment tactics on whoever you use recitation on, and everybody gets they get a super shield, and then everybody gets half a super shield, which is really nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
I'm
so do
seeing
we
how you
go
can
after
spin
a
that.
specific what is it, raid? No?
We'll go ahead and do Void Ark.
We
Yeah,
do
that
better
one.
enough to feel. The feeling that is fun.
So I'm gonna end up having to get cut in a cutscene at the end of that one, probably.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Is
Yeah,
there another series of quests that I have to do before the next one unlocks, or?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Hannah, you sure you don't want a tank or
Ah!
what do you got?
Okay.
What do you got, Hannah? Oh yeah, Kingdom is tank. That's right.
Ooh, I got a triple triad card. Cool.
Would you like me to change the ninja?
I guess I'll be a Kojar Aiden.
Ninja. Yeah, you ninja.
Pick your favorites and I'll readjust to whatever we need.
Just let me know when you're ready and I'll drop the Void Ark.
It's like I don't know how everybody else has to do it, but I always like to pull double duty whenever I'm doing something. It's like,
Yeah, level something up. Yeah, Kingdom, did you have anything you needed to level up? Because I can tank it too.
Not really. I was offering to go to ninjas to somebody else who wanted to tank a tank. But I'm good with staying tank.
Yeah.
oh,
I'll keep throwing trash scholar shields then.
Yeah, yeah, like I said, everything is either 80 or below 50.
well
I
then,
don't
I guess
have
this is the
anything.
party we're going with.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Bam.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Just a heads up, I'm going in blind.
I am too.
That's the best way to do it.
Well, in some cases, yes. I would agree.
Not
It's the most.
necessarily in the near raids.
It is the most fun way to do it. That's for sure.
Yes.
If you like dying. Yeah.
Oh well, that's just a Tuesday for me.
I normally like to watch the guides beforehand, so I don't completely embarrass myself.
I do too. Yeah. I
I
need
just
to
want
be competent.
I just want you to understand is that when I started playing in the days of crappy latency in Final Fantasy, and dying was like a regular thing. Like I couldn't do you couldn't do Titan normal without at least
Without
one of your party
dying.
members dying. Nearly every time.
So we do have Endwalker to look forward to.
So I'm used to it.
The
Yeah.
very first time I ever cleared Titan, I went over the edge 2 seconds in.
Yep.
So I was like,
I've done that.
Go on.
Displacement. Oh, wait. That's not a good thing. But yeah, we do have Endwalker to look forward to. But
Yeah. Doing a new expansion is a fun experience when nobody knows how to do anything and there's no guide for anything.
yeah, for real.
Yeah. Well, the pros are
it's the
gonna run the whole thing in 2 days.
It's the same way after a patch when they add
Yeah.
like a raid or something like that.
Yeah, a new dungeon.
oh, I ran the third near raid on patch day.
Mm-hmm. How
We
many
got
people
out of
died?
there within about 4 wipes per boss. We got out of there with about 10 minutes left.
Ooh. Wow. And they give you like 180 minutes, don't they? Wow.
2 hours, 120, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I
sounds
think it's
about right.
180 minutes for raids. 24-man raids.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's a lot of time spent on a raid. Ooh.
Yeah. They're already long.
That's so much fun when Shadowbringers first came out because of Titania. The music was driving people up the wall.
It still drives me up the wall.
Same.
I don't mind the music in Titania.
I had people rage quitting like all day. I made like 3 or 4 attempts at it, and people would just rage quit after 2 or 3 deaths because they were so mad at the music.
Why? I don't get it.
What I hated was the music in town. I don't like the music in town.
Which one?
In Ilmeg, that
Really? Why?
it's annoying. I love the music that's out in the world there, but not the stuff in town.
It's not as bad as Lahi.
Too bright and cheery for
I
you.
love Lahi.
Lahi?
Love that one.
Lahi bugs me. It does.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why Soken did it.
Yeah.
Well,
was like,
you saw the
how
you
can
saw
I
the
break people's
farce that
eardrums?
you saw the farce he did though on FanFest.
Oh, yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Oh, okay.
What do I need to do? Oh no, it's already up. Never
Soken
mind.
was like,
What's
how
happening?
can I make everybody really mad?
Boo.
What did he do? I remember hearing something about it, but I never watched it.
You did see it. He sang
Oh,
Lahi.
you need to watch it.
Oh,
Will
okay.
you link the video for him?
Yeah, put it in Final Fantasy chat.
I love what's her name's face, the piano player. I love her face with
Yeah.
that. She's like, what?
She was so embarrassed to even be there.
You're gonna hit what note?
And you're using these instruments? Really?
I don't even know what those things were.
They were kids.
I think
They were
called
kids' toys,
autonomy.
right?
Yeah, they're kids' toys, but there's
me
some
that.
like automophones or
His mastery of them was amazing, though.
yeah.
Oh look, a snowman with a Moogle cane.
Alright, let's see here. Vivi is getting dance partner.
Ooh, thank you.
Well, from what I can tell, she has the highest item level. And I like putting dancer on the person who has the highest item level.
Makes sense.
Because I'm a min-maxer at heart. And whoop, and whoop. Ah! Run away. No.
Aw, griffins. Ooh, I have some of my skills back now.
Oh, and yeah, no, right? I can use dance partner.
I'm like, oh.
I just realized I can use that. I already used it, but I realized I could. Wee.
I don't even get Bahamut.
No.
Oh yeah, that's right. All you get is like the what was it,
Redworm.
Mega Flare?
Is it Mega Flare? I don't know. It's
I
the
can't remember.
Goodworm Trance, I think.
Dreadworm Trance, yeah. Then you get the big attack with Dreadworm Trance.
Mm-hmm.
What it's called.
Death Flare.
That's it. That's it.
Ah.
And whoosh.
I love the music in here.
Yeah, I like the I do like the organs. Got
Okay.
that Phantom of the Opera vibe going.
What's the deal with this
Yeah.
boss then?
Kill it. Kill it quick.
Are there any
He
fancy
does.
mechanics?
Yeah, he does some things on the floor, and you don't want to stand in those. Those
Yeah.
will hurt you really bad.
Yeah. There is a bit where you will draw one alliance in the middle, and you have to kill a thing. Just kill the thing, and you'll be good. There is also
What are these
stack
things?
on the. Don't remember. Been a while.
Don't care, I'll heal through it.
Been a while. Okay.
Oh, look, emergency tactics. Everybody's healed.
Oh right, these guys ads. Ad phase. Who'da thunk it?
Yeah, I guess Brandon saw that would really add to the fight.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Ah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
I
does
don't
that
want
too,
to stand in
by
that.
the way. Yeah, he does that, by the way.
I got you, baby.
That's okay. I put shields out. Nobody died.
Oh yeah, this is the one where...
Ah.
We're
Oh,
center.
yeah, look at that. We're center.
Keep it
Nice.
down.
Frozen.
So we can't do anything, right?
No, we killed
No,
it.
we kill the thing in the middle.
Oh,
The
okay.
Hydra core. Wee.
Kill
My
it with fire.
cooldowns are not
We
charged
kill
up.
the Hydra for while everyone kills everything else.
Damn.
Ta-da!
Oh.
Okay.
Oh no. I thought it was going to be a stack again, but no, it wasn't.
I heard you said, oh no, and I just looked at your life to wait to see what was going to happen.
Oh, I used the
You had
oven
to
card to
start
get out
there.
of there. It was a close one, though.
Okay, good.
Wee.
Oh.
Ooh, how many slots,
Oh.
inventory slots do I have? Oh, okay, I'm good. There actually used to be mechanics for this one, but now everybody just kills everything.
Yeah, you just murder everything in a circle.
Yeah. Let's do this. Yay.
Chris, wait for me so I can give you my card.
Cards? I don't need no stinking cards. What is this, Yu-Gi-Oh?
It can be.
I'm to duel.
Oh, I hated that. Oh, we gotta kill the...
Do it, Hana. Send him to the Shadow Realm.
No. I only vaguely know that reference. Oh, Nox, that's right. We gotta kill these before we all die.
Really?
Yeah, we gotta kill
Isn't
the
that-
Nox.
Isn't that pretty much the same in every fight?
You're very wise.
Yeah. That's true, but we gotta kill the Nox specifically. Oh no. Ow.
I hear wind.
Yeah.
Event.
Close the window.
Yeah, aren't we just basically in a giant airplane?
Yeah.
How come we didn't all die?
Magic?
I
Just
know.
the way-
Wasn't in the script.
Yeah, plot armor. That's true.
It wasn't written.
Yeah.
Okay, I had to look.
Yeah. No, I was second again. No. Which one's getting the physical immunity? Ah.
Okay.
Boop. Boop. Boop.
Got to be.
What do we kill first?
You have to kill them simultaneously.
Well, not really. One gets a magical resistance buff, and the other one gets a physical resistance buff.
Yeah,
Just
that's why I'm away from me. Oh,
Just
I got fine.
attack.
And then Redmond,
So yeah, you're playing a caster. So attack the Ermine tool, the
Okay.
big
The big-
stalk in the middle. Yeah,
Hit the stick.
hit the stick. Yes, pretty much.
Okay. Ah!
Ah, everybody got that one.
That's so sticky.
oh,
Mm,
Yeah.
Is he about to do the big attack? Oh, no. never mind.
Not yet.
you'll see when the shield goes up around the.
Okay, big attack's coming.
Yeah.
where do we go?
Oh wait, no. Are you talking about the big attack or the snap
Yeah.
attack?
Big attack. Big attack's coming.
Okay. I don't see the shield.
It's up.
Where?
Is the shield up? Okay,
Now it
it's
is.
up.
We keep attacking.
Be on the opposite from the big monster.
Oh, that black mage is gonna get it. Oh, that black mage is gonna get it. Oh, that black mage is gonna get it. Oh, black mage didn't get it. Oh.
Red mage and a
Few people
dragoon got it.
Ooh. Dragoon, red mage, and a couple of
Samurai.
samurai.
Imagine my shock.
I know, right?
Uh-oh.
Don't get eaten. Yeah, I forgot we have a couple people who haven't done this yet, so we should probably be calling out in
Yeah, haven't done this.
in a fashion that isn't so
I
horrible.
got splattered.
Did you get splattered?
Yeah,
You're still
I got
alive.
splattered. Yeah,
You're
I'm fine.
still alive.
I
Don't
just
stop.
don't like it. Get your sticky
Yeah.
goo away from me.
That's just nasty.
The stick is dead.
Okay,
So it's,
Yeah, splat.
everything's dead. Okay.
Read. A 1, really?
Some trousers are striking.
Yeah, well, if it makes you feel any better, I never win in these raid loots. I did get some gauntlets of fending from something.
You just win in giveaways.
Is that my boy Diablo? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Sweet.
What is this? Persona 4? No, Persona 3. Never mind. Ah, I can't even get my video game references right.
This is how Blizzard announced Diablo 4. Where is everybody standing? You know what? Shield in dead center. There.
That works.
Like our whole group was
Shield
all
the
over the
back.
place. Have shields. Oh, don't hit me with that. Don't mind me and Vivi just standing here waving books.
This is the way.
Well, you got a book. She's got a
Children's book.
she's got like cards.
Oh.
No, I'm the
So
one with the
you're-
card.
Yeah, I
You're
haven't
No,
read
I'm
I'm the
the
one
yours.
with the
summoner.
card.
Oh, Vivi. Sorry, Vivi. Sorry. I got you. I got you two mixed up.
Yeah, she's
My
the
brain.
scummoner and I'm the wannabe scummoner.
I do like the healer auto attack though. It's hilarious.
I just whop them with the book.
You whack them with the book. You backhand them when you're
Astro.
an astro. You just backhand them. And well, really you're slashing them with the card, but it just looks like you're backhanding them.
Wipes them with the stick. Yeah.
And yeah, you basically just hit them with a stick. It's like no.
Doesn't this guy do like
Stop
stomping
that.
people's assholes?
Why did I do that? I wasted a feather on an AoE attack. Didn't even land.
Wow. Oh, what happened to Vivi's life?
I don't know. I'm just dying a little bit.
We don't mind me just running in circles.
I see that.
So why do I have a debuff? What is this debuff?
That's bad.
See if I get hit. Ow. I
You got hit.
Healer, heal me. Nah. I can keep running.
I just made you run faster.
Wow, okay.
No, he's the wrong one. Ooh.
Is there a rule around which one we do first?
Nah,
No.
just kill him.
Yeah, let's make it dead.
Oh yeah, there's these little cliff things too that are supposed to protect you from dirty
Yeah.
stuff.
When it starts getting E,
Dang it. I've got a
Squish.
debuff on me.
And
ha ha ha, I throw
Stop
the
that.
heals.
Okay, now we gotta kill the ad that he's facing first. Or just pull it out of the way.
Where
Yeah, we
is
gotta
that
kill
one?
this ad.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you can kill him in any order, just as long as his attack doesn't
No.
hit it.
Yeah, that's the thing, and it just did. Ah! Now he's
We're
gonna get a buff.
splattered.
Now we're fine. We're high enough item level that this isn't really gonna matter.
They spawned again.
Yeah.
Ah,
Nope.
Oh, it's the
no.
one that we're
Oh
on.
no!
Get that AoE away from me. I don't like that.
Move back further. Move back further. Okay. Ew.
That's gross.
Ew.
no.
Go away.
He did.
Okay.
Remember when that fight was difficult?
Yeah.
What alliance are we in?
I don't. I've only been playing 2 years.
Oh, so you're UK mid right around when Shadowbringers released, I'm guessing.
2 or 3 months before, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Hayden's been playing since 1.0. I've been playing since Heavensward first came out.
I've been playing since last year.
Wait.
How did I get into that?
Oh, power just went out for a second. Oh, good thing I'm on a laptop.
That is handy until the internet stops.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
the router.
Oh, no,
router
the,
always
the inter-
restarts.
My internet's through my phone.
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
So, yeah.
Which one do we kill first? Daxter, right?
We're Alliance A, so we kill one of the snakes, I think.
Yeah, I think we kill Daxter.
Oh, shield. Nope, wrong one.
Not like
Everybody
it did
get
any
heals.
damage.
Oh, wait, do I even have shield?
I don't think you do.
Oh, man. No, I do have shield. What was I doing? I was just button mashing.
How did I do what?
Okay, it's split.
Yeah, that isn't creepy at all.
I think we're Daxter, but don't quote me.
No. I think we're.
I just go with
Apparently,
Okay,
we're
whatever.
all three of them.
Yeah, just murder them.
Do the big dead. Ow, I got hit really hard. I don't want to eat that.
Yeah, me either. We got Dexter. We're good. Kill the other
Okay.
snake. You don't need to separate. Snakes, we're just too powerful.
What is a
Enjoy it.
mechanic?
Enjoy it while it lasts, people.
And enchiladas back.
No, I think it's only gonna really affect unsync stuff.
Enchilada.
Because having a higher eye level is still probably gonna help out.
Yeah,
But
maybe a
since when
little
you
bit.
do unsync things, it's not gonna be as good.
Yeah.
So we should probably make a habit of it to do some of the like mount farmings, get that stuff out of the way. Do
Well,
If we got
the,
enough people, we
yeah.
could just do a mount farm, no problem.
yeah. But it'll just be quicker if you have like
Yeah.
an
I was-
unsynced and
I was
at this
thinking
right now.
next one would be mount farming. Our next
Makes
event.
sense. Yeah.
Because I still got some mounts to get too. I got a lot of mounts
So
to
we're
get.
gonna do ponies, burbs.
We should try to go
Doggos.
for doggos, honestly.
Look at
I
all those
need-
people that got turned to stone.
So I still need
I know, right?
some ponies, and then I need all of them.
Most ponies can be like soloed.
Yeah,
At up
that's
to
what
Yeah,
I've been
ponies
doing.
can be soloed. That's easy.
That's
That's how I got my.
You
That's
just
how I
do
got my
that.
Shiva pony. I think.
Yeah, I think on this one I still need the thunder. I don't remember if that's it or not. Oh,
Boom.
I might need.
Yay.
I might need
Yeah.
Shiva. I don't remember.
Get that gross loot away from me.
Hey, seals, dude.
What is all this stuff? Coffin lids.
I want it. It sells for good. You can make stuff. Please give me coffin lid. I only rolled a 73 though, so I probably won't get it. Ooh, I got
Crafters
it.
are really like
Yeah.
the the dumpster divers of Final Fantasy. Give me all of
What?
that. I'll take all that stuff.
Crafters.
Yeah, decent thing is a thing.
Oh my goodness, yeah. That's why like I always grade on everything now.
I grade on
Oh,
stuff I can get seals for.
I forgot if someone answered this already, but is decent things still sharing the same XP pool? Like you can only level up 3 decenters at once, and then they start taking experience from the others.
I don't think so, because
No.
I thought
I'm
it was.
working all mine up.
Yeah.
I thought it was separate. I'm in a cutscene now.
It's
And
a
I've-
one-on-one for decent. So like items that are for specific
Yeah.
like decent level or for specific crafters, you can only really get leveled up for that thing. And usually the general consensus is that alchemy is probably the most pain in the butt to decent level up, just because there's not as many cheap options
Yeah.
to use it with.
Well, from what I remember when I first started crafting was that you could only really have like 2 or 3 decenters leveled all the way up. And if you tried leveling a 4th, it would start taking experience away from those other 3.
Yeah, it had a weird system, but I wasn't.
Yeah, it had a
using it at the time.
really weird system. It was wonky. It's just all get out, and I was like, okay, which decenters do I want to use? And
But back at that time, even crafting itself was really wonky.
yeah, it
I'm kind of
was.
sad now. I thought Coffin Lich sold for more, but no, it sells for dirt cheap.
Yeah. Well, I was wondering why you wanted it.
Just kidding. I didn't realize it. Maybe it's because on what is it? I was
See you later, Hannah.
Hi, thanks.
Oop.
Thanks for coming.
Boy.
What time is it?
I'm actually gonna leave myself too. I
Yeah,
gotta do
I
some
actually
other
need
stuff.
to.
No.
Who wishes to be?
Cutting out early.
Look at us, abandoning you guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
I'll
Look like
abandon
you're
you like I
friends with us.
abandoned my kids.
I'm gonna cut out myself because I need to eat and I am very hungry.
You need to go lay a power line to your house, you said?
Yeah, that's true. That too. That too.
Yeah, I need to go eat and clean house. So, yep, I'm out.
I'm gonna weed the garden because that'll be fun.
Y'all have fun for now. I
Well,
may be on later.
I'm still stuck in cutscenes.
Yeah, have fun with that.
Thanks for coming.
I will talk to y'all later if anybody's on.
Okay.
Take care.
Night.
No.
Bye. Kingdom, you stuck in a cutscene too?
I've been skipping them because I thought we were going to proceed further.
Sorry, you guys. Have a fun night.
Yeah.
Take care.
I guess if everyone's leaving, we can call it. I've still got to unlock the next one anyway.
Up to you. I got about 4 hours until my event's in 11 anyways.
Yeah, you can go ahead and go if you need to. I will finish up what I'm doing here and unlock the next one, and then we can continue another time. Unless you want to do another raid.
I may hold off before doing another raid.
Okay.
Probably the most raiding I've done in one day.
Oh, really? I think we've done more than this. It's like we would start at like 10 or 11, probably 11, and just hang out and then come back for the event.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I have anxiety issues, so I generally solo as much as I can.
For dungeons and stuff, yeah, I have that too. And it's easier when I have friends with me, but I'm slowly getting over it. Just have to keep doing it. And I'll remind myself of the worst thing that happened. One time I went into an Alliance raid and I had somehow turned on walking only. And so I couldn't, and I didn't know how to turn it off at the time. So I was just walking everywhere and I was behind everyone and I couldn't keep up. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. And I felt so stupid and horrible.
Well, the stupid ones are the ones who have more experience and then say, hey, you just hit this button and it turns it off.
Well, one of them finally said, check your key bindings. And so I had to take the time to do that while everyone else was fighting. But yeah, they didn't tell me what to do. Because it's usually your numlock /, but they didn't tell me that. At least that's the default. So then I just remind myself, well, at least that didn't happen this time.
Services are recorded now, right? And uploaded somewhere where I can watch them.
Yeah, I'm gonna clip it so it's just the service, and then I'll have the raids separate out as highlights. I've got to do that once we're done here. But it'll be later today. It'll be on.
Because I'm on vacation this week, but I go back Thursday and we'll be most likely working on Saturdays.
So the next one is not until the third Saturday of next month. So you've got some time. We're just starting slow because we don't have enough volunteers and I don't want to burn everyone out. So that's not every week.
Still, it'll be something to look forward to when I get off work.
So you work Saturdays?
Correct.
Yeah.
I specifically requested Monday through Wednesday off. Tuesday and Wednesday I'm supposed to have events in 11, and then Monday I have Bible study. So I wanted those off.
Yeah.
And I typically only close, so it's always in the evenings that I'm working.
Okay. So you work Saturday evenings?
Correct.
Okay.
The joys of retail.
I don't miss it at all. That's where I started. My first job was in retail. And I always ended up working holidays, so all my friends would be off and I'd be stuck at work. And because we didn't have the option to take the holidays off.
Oh no.
And
that's blasphemy to them.
Yeah.
I'm an IT guy by trade, and I've tried to break out into the field for years. I've just never been successful in it.
To break into IT? So what exactly are you trying to do?
I was A+ certified, So I would say start out, just PC repair
Mm.
and work into like IT coordinator type position. Just maintain the facility's network systems and
Mm-hmm.
on-site computers. But like I said, I've not been successful. It's almost like somebody has a bigger plan for me, and it involves being
Mm.
in retail.
Yeah. It's either no or not yet. One of the two.
Well, with the fig tree generation being 73 this year, and allegedly Jesus fulfilled prophecies on the spring feast days,
Mm-hmm.
which would lead one to think that he will fulfill the fall feast days as well. Um, with the timing and everything, and with the barley harvest in Israel being of Eve this year, as I understand it, being not ripe in time, Feast of Trumpets was supposed to have been delayed until October. So I'm expecting potentially sometime whenever Feast of Trumpets happens, because nobody knows the day or the hour of trumpets,
Right.
that to be a high watch time for the rapture.
Yeah. As long as
I,
you don't sell all your stuff and go into the mountains and stop living, because we don't know the day or the hour.
oh, I'm not.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just not. Y'all talk about Endwalker and have other people on 11 talk about the 20th anniversary next spring,
Mm-hmm.
and I just don't invest myself into excitement for that stuff because I don't expect to be here, and I'm hoping not to be here.
Wow.
But I'm still going to work as long as they don't require this vaccine. I'm still going to work, still doing my job, paying my bills, trying to get things wrapped up, and continuing my life just in case I might be wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Continue living your life, because a lot of people have been convinced in the past that it was going to happen and it hasn't. So, yeah. It's a welcome thing, but yeah, we don't know. These cutscenes are ridiculous.
If you don't have time to watch them now, you can skip them, and then in the in room,
Yeah,
you have,
I can do that, yeah.
or if you bought it off the market board to put into your private chain or private room or
Yeah.
apartment or whatever, you can watch them there.
Yeah, I've done that before. I think it's almost done, hopefully. Ugh. Yeah, I'll end the stream soon, and then I'll start cleaning up cutting the clips so that they're highlights so people can get to what they want to watch quickly. And that'll be this evening.
There's no rush since I attended today.
Yeah.
Was just curious about going forward when I will be missing the service.
Yeah, we didn't get last week recorded because I had some issues. Thankfully, thanks to Windows resetting all my sound settings after an update, it disabled all of my sound settings in OBS for some reason, and so I didn't even notice until afterwards or during the stream. So after the service, so it didn't get recorded. So I recapped it this time, so it was a little bit longer because I recapped it.
That's Windows for you. It knows better than you do, even when it doesn't.
I'm not a fan of Windows. I only use it for, wait, what am I typing? I only use it for VR and gaming. Okay, but I use my Mac for design and everything. I'm a designer, so.
I can't speak for Mac, but I know, or any of the other games you play, but I know I have gotten 14 to run in Linux through Wine before.
Oh yeah. I can if I use this on. There's this web service that came out. I forgot what it was called, that would let you run remotely over the web server. So I could do that and just use my Mac. But I've already got this PC because I need it for VR anyway. So.
Desktop as a service? Is that
it's an online remote server that you can play through. DJ uses it. I forgot what it was called.
That's what I think it is. I was told that would not be sufficient for gaming.
He's been using it for Rust. I forgot what it was called though. Hey, Twitch, thank you. I'm gonna end the stream now. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I'm just ending the stream. But I think it started with an M, but I could be completely wrong.